Hello, today I'm going to be using embossed parchment paper by Intricate Edibles to create a textured background for my cookie. Using embossed parchment is easy to do and can really add that wow factor to your cookies. Begin by outlining and flooding your cookie with a 15 to 20 second consistency icing. Then place the parchment paper over the top of your cookie and press it down evenly. Let the cookie dry completely. I usually let it dry for about 24 hours before peeling off the parchment paper. Look at how pretty that looks. If the icing has dried over the edges of your cookie, you can shave it down using a micro zester. Using embossed parchment paper on cookies is so easy, and there's so many embossed designs you can choose from. I found a free image of a reindeer on the internet that I wanted to use for my cookie, and I'll leave the link to it in the description. I used a Kodak Luma projector to trace the image onto my cookie, but if you don't have a projector, you can print it out on paper and cut it out and then trace around it. I began by outlining the back leg and the antlers and filling that in with a dark brown royal icing in a 15-second consistency. Then, using light brown icing in the same consistency, I outlined the area where his eyes will be, and then I'm going to outline the face and flood that in. This is a wet on wet technique, and it will dry as one solid area with just some color variations. Next, I'm going to outline and fill in the other two legs that are more in the background. Use a scribe or a toothpick to shape the legs as needed, and then let the cookie dry for about 15 minutes. I'm going to use a wet on wet technique to make the light and dark areas of the body blend in together. So first I did the little circle with the light brown icing, and then I'm immediately tracing around it and doing that front leg with the dark icing. I'm overfilling the icing a bit so that it stands out more than the legs in the back. And then I'm adding that second dot of lighter brown icing and immediately surrounding that again with the dark brown icing. I realized at this point that I piped the ear in the wrong spot, so I'm going to pipe that now and then cover up the other part with the hat brim. Then pipe in a big dot for the muzzle. Use black royal icing in a 15-second consistency to pipe the hoofs. Again, use a toothpick or a scribe for any shaping. Using red royal icing in a 15-second consistency, pipe in the hat. And then give him a collar. Let the hat dry for at least 15 minutes, and then add in a fluffy hat brim in white using a stiff consistency icing. Don't forget the ball on the end. Next, using yellow icing, I'm going to pipe a dot for the bell. I want to add some holly leaves, so using stiff royal icing with a 101S tip, I'm going to make 3 upside down U's to form each leaf, and then I'll make 3 individual leaves. And add the red hollies, waiting a few minutes in between each one for them to dry. I let the cookie dry overnight, and now I'm going to paint in the face. I'm using Super Black Amerimist food color. Then I want to add a little shading. I'm going to mix my black food color with some food grade glycerin to thin it out a bit and allow it more workable time so that I can spread it on and then blend it out. I'm going to add it to the hat and then to the inside of each of the back legs. If you get food color where you don't want it, use a damp paintbrush to wipe it away. Then paint the bell using gold edible paint. Then using white edible paint, I'm going to add in some highlights. I think these reindeer are so cute. I hope you like them as much as I do, and that background really adds a wow factor. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to see more cookie tutorials.